welcome back to Bridal Briefings. I have here Elena today, and this is going to be a future bride of ours, and I'm so excited because, okay.
Soon, very soon.
Yes, in April.
In April.
Yes, that's exciting. It's our first wedding of the year, and I'm so excited.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yes. Okay, I'm not going to say.
I said scratch that.
I have one more, and it's all like our good friends, but I don't know if it's like yours or hers first. And I'm like,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But no, I'm so excited. Okay. So, I'm laughing because we already did this.
I know. I'll give you the same answers.
Yeah. So, first question I gotta ask: how did you get proposed?
So it's actually kind of it was very sweet of him.
Yeah.
I will give it to him.
Yes.
My dad had passed away in 2020.
Sure.
And my fiance pretty much knew that me and him were very close.
Okay.
Instead of asking my mom for his blessings, he took me out to my dad's gravesite, asked for my dad's blessings, and then dropped on his knee and asked me if I would marry him. And of course, I said yeah. I actually forgot to say yes, and he thought I was hesitating, but I was just so shook. I was like, I can't believe you came up with this. Can't believe you took me out here, because he woke me up at 6 a.m. because it was far.
Right.
And then we were just driving all day, and I'm like, dude, where are we going? And why did you tell me to dress business casual? Like, what the heck?
Business
Yeah, I was
casual?
like that. Oh my God, sir.
How he described it too.
Yeah, I was like, okay, jeans and a shirt. He's like, just pretend you're going to the office. I was like, okay.
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
So
yeah.
we went, and he proposed, and I was like, oh wow, amazing. So,
Yeah, it is sweet, especially it's personal and sentimental, and that's a great thing.
Feeling seriously, it was nice.
Good. Okay, so everyone starts somewhere and a little bit differently too. But what was your biggest or most important thing that you had to get booked first?
I think it was my wedding venue, and
Sure.
Omaha wedding venues just weren't doing it for me. We needed something outdoorsy. I mean, hit the 420 wedding date.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you want to.
Nope, you're good.
But we needed to do something a little bit outdoorsy, and we're kind of like camping out. I guess outside people. We like fishing and stuff, and we go to Louisville often to go camping, and that's our fishing spot also.
Okay, gotcha.
But we found a venue out there because our friends got married there last year. The venues here were too expensive, not really what I was looking for, but we had to get that, and I'm in love with our venue, honestly. I'm very excited to get there.
Yeah. So, in April, that's hopefully hopefully that's good weather.
Yeah,
because April and May,
it's hit or miss. So the guy that actually is running the venue, he told me the last 5 April weddings, for the last 5 years, he has managed to make all the April weddings to be outside.
Oh, good.
And he said unless the 6th year is not it, or we'll see. But if anything, we do have a backup.
Good.
But if not, hopefully we get married outside.
Yeah, right. I mean, so is there like a you said backup, I would assume like inside the area?
Inside the venue, yeah.
Okay.
We'll just get the tables moved around, and I'll do it.
I mean, I guess if it has to be, it has to be. Yeah,
know.
But at least you don't have to like go out of your way and spend more money to do anything.
Go out the way, and
Yes.
and especially because people are kind of already driving a little bit out of the way for Louisville. I don't want to make them do more.
It's like
that day.
Good luck,
just be there.
Well, that's good, because I guess if you don't pick the venue, and right away or very close to when you got engaged, it's kind of like hit or miss on if anything is open, because even granted that we got engaged like last year. Well, okay, technically in 2022 now. I keep saying that. But, like, ours is in 2025. We booked ours, like, first because the venue manager was like, yeah, we already have people for 2025, but not for yours yet. But it's like, holy shit, I didn't realize how fast that goes.
Right, yeah, the wedding venues. And surprisingly, I think it was because my date is on April 20th that mine was kind of open, because I mean, I don't know how well known the date is, but like, if you're not a stoner, I'm sure people are not getting married on that typical day. Well,
right.
some people don't care. I don't know.
Right. I mean, if you don't care, then it shouldn't matter.
It's just so awkward telling people that date. And I'm like, oh, and some people are like, they don't say anything, but like they give me a look. Some people be like, oh, it's 420. And I just recently had to tell my pastor, and he didn't say anything. So I was like,
oh, no.
Good.
I mean, I promise this is not meant for that. I promise, pastor.
And he was just, he didn't say nothing. So
good. Okay, good. Because I don't know how you would be, but I would be so awkward.
It felt so awkward. I just switched subjects really fast. As soon as he said that, I was like, what's next? What's next on our list?
Oh, great. Yeah, so, and I don't think I touched this before or after I recorded. So I'm going to ask, other than the venue, how did your journey go through all the planning? Or, like, what kind of, like, came after that? Or, like, what do you still have to do?
Okay, so I'm going to be bluntly honest with you.
Totally.
And this is going to sound terrible. So I originally, my sister, my older sister, she planned my mom's wedding. And, she has a very good talent to be, like, an event coordinator. She's just, she's not using it to her full, like, she's just working a regular job right now. And she did my sister's quinceañera, and she did my mom's wedding. Both were very beautiful events. Like, loved it. So I had paid her to plan my wedding. I said, hey, dude, you have a year in advance. It was last March when I got proposed to. Yeah. I said, hey, you got a year to plan my wedding. Let's do it. Let's get on it. Well, November came around, and she had nothing done for me. Nothing, like, not a single thing done, really. So I had to I found my venue, and at some time I just told my sister, I was like, hey, what's going on? She kind of had some things going on in life, so I was like, I get it, but we're gonna have to, like, kick it into high gear. I got people counting on me right now. Literally. And I mean, I already paid for the wedding venue. We already figured out some things. So so if I'm being honest with you, these last few months since, like, that November, I have been just doing my whole wedding by myself with my fiance and my one of my bridesmaids. Her name's Taya. So Taya, you see this.
Shout out to Taya because you're the best.
She has helped me out a lot too. So honestly, I didn't have a lot done at first, but I was surprised of how great things are working out. Actually, things are working out amazing.
Such a relief, too.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I really expected things to, like, be, like, hit or miss, but I think I took care of a lot of the big things at first. Like, I got my photographer. Shout out to you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out to you. But my DJ was out of the way. And then, like, now we were just working on, like, I guess some people work on their officiant right away, but we found him, and we just literally spoke to him last week, and nice. It worked out. I mean, like, everything's working good, so I have great and good faith, and I think at end of the day, as long as I get married to the man I love, it was all worth it.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, like you just said, nothing really matters as long as you two are happy and as long as you just enjoy it. Yeah. No matter how it goes.
That's all we can do.
Yeah. At the end of the day, everyone's focused on you. Yeah. So
pretty much that's what my whole family is saying, is like, no matter what happens, it's about you guys. And I was like, and we don't have high expectations anyways.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, on the other hand, I'm like, gotta make sure everything's going good so I can enjoy it.
I know, literally. And that's what I told my sister. I was like, bro, honestly, like, I told you the last thing I wanted was to be 4 months until my wedding and be like, what's going on? Or, like, not having everything ready. But then this is where I am.
Exactly.
But honestly, I've always been kind of a procrastinator and stuff like that. So it's kind of natural to me to, like, be able to
kind of get everything done. Yeah.
So
gotcha.
Things been going good. I promise you guys will have something great to show up to.
No, I'm excited in general. It's awesome. Okay, so another big question is, I assume obviously you have your dress already.
Yes.
So how did that journey go?
Okay, so I went to David's Bridal with my sister and my sister-in-law Taya. She's like my bestie though. Okay. We went to David's Bridal and we were just trying on some dresses, and I ended up falling in love with, like, the most expensive dress that they had there, which was not really supposed to be in my budget. Like, not something I was wanting to spend. It was $2,500, I believe. I ended up spending $1,300 on my dress now.
Gotcha.
It was beautiful, loved it, but you know, it was the first time I ever seen myself in a wedding dress. Of course, I loved it.
Right.
So
right.
I was like, you know, I'm not gonna make the decision by the dress today. I ended up going back with my bridesmaids to pick out their dress. But they were like, do you want to try your dresses on before they try their dress? I was like, whatever. You know, they're like, you're the bride. You need to find your dress. I was like, okay. Yeah. So they threw me in a couple of dresses that day with all my bridesmaids there, and then I ended up finding the dress I loved. Found it. It was on sale. It was
even better.
Like literally, it was just meant to be. So
yeah,
I picked it up. We're good. Yeah. I'm actually about to go back to David's Bridal because my slip just came in for the dress, and then we'll do our alterations or whatever. So very exciting.
Nice. That's exciting. So you found the dress the first day.
Yes, I did. So it was between the super expensive dress or my dress. And, gotcha. You know, when people say, like, you know, when your dress is, I am very indecisive. I don't know when it is my dress. But yes. It worked out. I love it. It's beautiful.
Good. Let's see. We kind of touched that. And so then another question I had was kind of like, so obviously with the fact that your sister didn't really plan anything up until November, or at least said something in November. No, totally not. But was like, how did you handle that? I know we touched it a little bit. Like, how did you handle the challenges or the basically stress that came along with that? Did you have anyone else help you other than you and your fiance, or was it just you two?
It really is just us two and a little bit of my mom, but
sure.
No, not really. It's really been us, and I'll give Eric his shout out because he's went through everything. Like even like when we went to our catering, the caterers like the guys don't really show up for this kind of stuff, and I was like, and like even for talk. I mean, I don't know about you guys if you guys have a lot of guys that show up with their spouse, but he shows up for everything. He does it all. He makes it happen. If he has to get off work, he'll make it work usually, and So really just shout out to him because it's just been us two really just planning our wedding. I mean,
good, but not good. I'm good.
Yeah, no, things should have been easier. I didn't want to do any of it, but.
Neither do I. But, and then, she has her own Eric, I have my own Eric. But my Eric was like, we don't need to hire anyone. Like, we don't need to hire anyone to help us plan or anything because that's more money. I'm like, well, Eric, I don't really want to, but the fact that you gave me a budget, I guess I can't.
Right. Felt that.
Right. And I have all my girls that help me, but it's like they've never really been in a wedding other than like one got married, but she lives in a different state, but that's not an issue. But I'm like, I have to do everything on my own because no one else really knows what to do.
No, literally.
And I love my mom and she's helped too, but it's like she seems to kind of be used to when she got married versus now. Mm-hmm. And she got remarried I think 11 years ago or something like that. But that's 11 years ago.
So been so many different changes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's love her to death, but some things it's just like, yes, mom is mom, but I love you. Love you.
Yeah, shout out to our mothers. Yeah. But no, that's great. And honestly, I didn't even know, but congratulations and everything, because I didn't even know you guys were engaged or getting married. I didn't know you guys were a couple.
Oh, really? No, yeah. So we're engaged.
That's so awesome. Good. I love it. Yeah. I love it.
Thank you.
Seriously, this is a great power move for you too.
Wait, so did you just find out as I was talking today? No. Oh.
Yeah, you might.
That's weird. That's awkward. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Usually we tell people because then they're like, oh, they actually are together and they understand. That's weird. That's weird on my part because we at least say something.
No, it's totally okay. But honestly, I'm here for it. I really am.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, that's awesome. I just thought I was like, they have to be super close to be living together.
No, we're just roommates. I'm just in the basement.
I know. I was like, but okay, that's awesome though.
Thank you.
Seriously, congrats.
Thank you. No, it's fun, and it's kind of nice to be on that side too, because then I'm like, girl, I understand you.
On the other end.
I literally understand you.
Get some tips throughout your way too, girl.
Yes. I go to each one. I'm like, okay, I like that. Okay.
I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of nice because it's kind of like a freebie. I'm like,
That's pretty cool. Yeah, because we are really unexperienced. My mom got married once, or not once, a couple times. But she got married, I want to say in like 2018 or 17. So it's been a few years for sure. And like that time in my life, I was still in high school. That was a blur. So I was like, I don't remember any weddings. We never really attended any other weddings. So I'm like, ooh, what are in these weddings? And I've been learning through TikTok and Pinterest, and it's terrible. But Bridezilla, just because I've seen those weddings firsthand.
Wait, what's Bridezilla?
Oh my gosh, girl, you've never seen it?
No. So I don't have cable. Okay, we only have like Prime.
Hulu. It's on Hulu.
We don't have Hulu.
Girl, I'll give you my Hulu. It's literally just it's just the name Bridezilla. It's just brides that are like
Bridezillas
that are just like going at it. Yeah, it's.
I am so old school now. Wow. Okay.
I don't even know. It's an older show, but I just been watching reruns. Any wedding show I can get my hands on, or anything that has to do with something. Yeah. Wedding related, I'm like, I'm gonna watch it, but it is kind of entertaining. These girls be freaking out. I hope I'm not like that.
Oh my God, same.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
But
I will have to be honest. I sometimes I can be just not a bridezilla, but something like close like that. But I'm like, okay, Eric, you're gonna have to like help me out because I have like such a strong idea in my head for just the wedding, but I'm like, I know it's not gonna go like as 100%. So, and that's the thing. Don't ever expect it to go the way you think it would be, or it will. Yeah, you would get it. So,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, thank you. Because at least one little thing, even if it's a little thing, it goes not the right direction.
Right.
But that's okay. It's okay.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yes, literally.
Everything does. That's what I kind of, honestly, like, I have expectations, but not too much. Just be hitting my story and everything. But as long as it's beautiful and, I cry because of all the love, it's good enough for me.
Yeah. Oh, do you think Eric's going to cry?
I hope so. If he doesn't, I'm going to be like, dude.
I've heard of brides say, if you don't cry, I'm turning around and going back and making you cry. Oh, that's great.
I would hope so. He's like, I don't know. He's just one of those bro guys.
So he's like a bro guy.
Yeah, he's like a full bro. Like,
okay.
He's one of
gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but
no, I get it. When I say bro guy, or when you say bro guy, it's
he's a bro guy, but he doesn't work out. So just not that part.
That's okay. That's okay. Perfect. So let's see. So kind of, I ask this quite often, but when you choose like your DJ, your photographer, or whatever it may be, when you have to work with them, what do you expect from them on your day? Because, you at least want to have some kind of a connection to make it you not feel at least awkward, if not whatever else. So yeah, what's something that you really want people to kind of like connect to you with?
Honestly, let me think.
Yeah, that's a big question, and I get it.
Right, and honestly, I don't know. I think it's just to like. So I know I will meet with. Obviously, I'm meeting with you guys. Yeah. I'll meet with my DJ and all my other vendors like prior to my wedding. Like honestly, the only thing like I guess I would ask for is whatever we had an understanding of prior to the wedding, just to keep it kind of going on that thing, because like I'm not good with surprises. I have bad anxiety, so like I kind of have to already kind of have like a mentally note of what we got going on before. So like if I ask you a bunch of questions before the day of or whatever, just know it's a lot of my anxiety.
No, you are all good, and that's good because I've heard a lot about people not communicating. Right. And I hate if we don't communicate for a little thing, I feel so bad. Right. And and I just don't know how people can just not communicate. Right. Because that's a big thing, because if you don't know what's happening, what are you going to do on the wedding day? Right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And that's why like any vendor that I do I have to meet with them before. Like, don't worry, you can go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. The dogs. I literally have 2 dogs at home. 2 dogs at home.
Jeez, it shouldn't pick up, but yeah, you can go ahead and keep going. But yes, communication at least is a big thing. Yeah, and like you said, if
just to have that good understanding of each other, really.
Yeah.
I don't expect, like anything too much at all, really. Like, I don't have like super high expectations, but to have a good understanding, and I'm sure, like I know with you guys, I told you, if I had any like inspo pictures and stuff, send that over to you guys.
Yeah, totally.
Which I'm gonna get to you still.
Yeah,
on that.
no, you're good.
I was like, I should put it on my Pinterest board and like show you on my phone, but I haven't got that far, really.
No, you're all good. Honestly, even if you send it the day of, that's totally fine.
Thanks. Thanks. I'll send it like a week before. I got you.
Okay. I mean, that works too.
Soon.
So that's cool. So, okay. So since you kind of had to do all the planning and everything like that, was there a lot of stuff that you kind of had to like DIY or kind of like make things up to kind of get it to what you want, or I guess kind of get it done in time?
Really just right now really I guess at all, it's just our table pieces.
Okay.
Those decorations for that is about it. We kind of have the colors of like red, black, and gold going on right now.
Yes.
So originally my sister tried to put something together with my mom, and it was
okay.
It was not what I was looking for. It didn't even match the inspo photo, but...
So was it like an A for effort?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was like a good A. I don't know how to explain it, but... one of my friends...
Tried.
Yeah, they tried. They did. Oh my gosh. I could show you. I don't know.
Yeah,
if you
no.
want me to, okay.
No, if you want to, go ahead. But if not, it's all good.
They just... here, I'll show you.
Yeah, totally.
They are funny.
Oh...
So this was my inspo photo for my table runners.
Okay, that's cute.
Beautiful, right?
Yes.
And this is what they gave me.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's just a block with roses
stuff in it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And
got it.
So then, after I took matters into my own hands and everything, I had went ahead and. We had just ordered everything off Amazon. Me and my mom are working it right now.
Nice.
My sister has some things going on, so I kind of just kicked her off the whole team.
Which is
I'll see you at the wedding, but you're off the team right now.
Yep. Which is okay. It's okay.
It happens. Things happen. I mean, not. Don't, as long as I'm not a bridezilla, I'm glad I'm not.
Right.
But no, so really just DIYing the table runners, everything else. The venue kind of speaks for itself, really. Okay. So I didn't have to worry about like doing too much on like the walls and stuff. It's kind of like barn or like what is it, like farmhouse barn vibe thing.
So it kind of has like its own quote decoration, or
it has a lot of windows. So like
good.
It's very cute. So I didn't really have to worry about like doing around just my table runners, and they provided all the like linen and stuff. So
nice.
Yeah, not too much. And then the outdoors speaks for itself too. So
if it's outdoors and it has good area, like you can literally just stand anywhere and it'll be looking good.
Fine. So
yeah. That's good, because at least then it's not as much stress or shit you even have to do.
Seriously, more stuff that I would have to do, because I know, and like I guess if you have like an actual like you know exactly what you want for your wedding, like that's a little different, you'd have to make sure you have. But me and Eric just kind of go with the flow type of people. We really are. Like I do have some sort of expectations, but like
sure,
I'll be happy with whatever I get at the end.
Yeah.
But just not those table pieces. I would not be happy with that.
That was like, okay, I'm not at all trying to like be mean or anything, but that was like.
It was just rough. It was a rough idea. And I tried to, you should have seen me when I tried to tell him I didn't like it. It's just, girl.
It's like Pinterest versus like, you know what Shein is or whatever. Literally. It's like from like Pinterest to Shein.
It literally was like
A for effort, but
it wasn't going too well. But things we're changing it up.
yeah, and that's okay. So your guest list, I know that's a little topic, but it's such a big topic at the same time. Mm-hmm. So did you have any kind of like dilemmas or kind of like bumps in the road that you had to deal with?
Yes. So if I'm being honest with you, my guest list is my least favorite part about my wedding.
Sure. And you totally don't have to drop names or anything.
No, I won't. Well, I mean, is he deleting this part or
no? If you so just say delete this out if you want it. Okay. If not, we're probably gonna keep it in.
Okay, that's fine. So no, I don't have like too much problems on my guest list. I wanted to keep the wedding small and like intimate. I did. Yeah. But it's not turning out that way at all.
Oh, okay.
My thing is because like I have really bad like social anxiety when I'm around a bunch of people. Got it. Girl, I'm like literally like, but
just don't look at me.
Yeah, don't look at me. And then
especially on my wedding day.
That's what my friend told me. She said, "How are you gonna be the bride and center of attention, and you don't like to be in front of a bunch of people?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm getting married in front of them." And Eric's kind of the same way too. We are not like, we do not need to be the center of attention for people. So this is kind of funny, but also at the same time, Eric's family is huge. Like they are the type of family that like. On generations of cousins and then their kids and it's insane. So they already had a lot of people itself. And then I did the wrong thing by telling my mom and his stepmom to invite our friends and or their close friends and family, like family close friends. Oh my gosh, when I got my list back, it was just insane. And we did end up taking like a couple people off. Like I just told them like, dude, like we've never met these people. These people live in Texas. And pretty much. It was a lot more people than I was expecting. Yeah. And then so the wedding venue already told me we could fit they could fit 300 people.
Oh, that's
so
big.
It for them to say that was cool, and I was like, we don't even need nearly as much of those people. We were expecting like maybe like 200, and then obviously not everybody to show up, so a little less. Right. But now it is at 275. But that's just because a lot of people have a lot of kids, or like people are kids.
Yes.
So and like I am not planning to like not have kids at the wedding just because. I have a lot of nieces and nephews that I love dearly. They're children, and I mean, I guess they're kids, and I wasn't gonna kick them off and then tell my sisters, "Hey, find a babysitter." Or and our families are petty. They'll be like, "Why are these kids here and ours aren't?" And people say it's about us at the end of the day, which it is, but like then I'm like a people
pleaser.
Yeah, pleaser person. I just want to make sure everybody's happy. I don't want people fighting and stuff. But at the same time, we just went ahead, and so we're at 275, and I'm hoping a lot of people got a lot of stuff to do. Day of maybe 200 and like 40, 50 will do their thing, but everybody won't be there at the same time. Not everybody will show up for the reception. I think majority of like my mom's friends and stuff, they'll show up for the party, the reception afterwards, the celebration.
Oh, that's funny.
They aren't there for the wedding.
Yep.
But, so kind of just looking forward to that.
Basically. Oh, so you had mentioned that you're not gonna have kids at the wedding.
No,
right?
I am.
You are.
I am gonna have the kids at the wedding. But that's where the majority of my guest list came from, was because of everybody's kids. Is what made everything insane. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
It's just the kids there, and I mean, like some kids are smaller, and
sure.
But some kids are. I just hope some people don't bring their kids, but out of love and respect, I will love each of your kids if they do come, regardless. But
gotcha.
Just really about that.
I was gonna touch on it because I thought you had said the other way around, but that's okay. But we had decided to not have kids.
That's
there.
respectful, girl.
Or at least under the age of 10.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't know how to get it out there and just be like, hey, by the way, we're not going to have kids under the age of 10. Well, because if we don't have kids and we don't have to deal with it, I don't want to deal with other kids.
I don't know if it's fucked up, but I might put that on because I set my save the dates and everything and like the stuff with the information on there.
Sure.
But I haven't sent like my official like wedding invitation to my friend, which hints the whole lacking on everything prior.
Totally
Sarah
okay.
Won't blame my sister for that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But I might throw that on there to be honest. If you have a kid of the age of 10, yeah, because I mean I feel like we don't have kids. We don't.
Gotcha.
I love my nieces and nephews and little cousins, but like I know some of our friends have a lot of kids, or like
Sure.
distant cousins that have like 10 kids. But
Gotcha. I mean, that's a whole nother story.
yeah.
I mean, if you don't, I mean, what I understand, family's a big thing to other people, than others.
Right.
But if I don't know you,
There's no point.
I don't know if I want to spend the money
to do it. Yeah.
to do.
'cause you
I
still
mean,
have to
that's
set
if
them
I'm being
down for
honest.
the
Yeah.
caterer and the caterer
Yes.
told me even if they don't show up, you have to pay for their head. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
That's the thing. Like,
yeah, no, literally. And honestly, like even with the venue, because we originally didn't think we were gonna have as many people as we did, but
sure.
when I spoke to the venue and told them that we were expecting more, they were like, just to let you know, anybody after 250 is $5 a head.
Oh,
and I was like,
wow.
and I was like, even if they don't show up, and they're like, yeah, and I was like, oh, well, this would have been good
shit.
information when I was booking with you guys, but
Right?
you guys told me 300. If I really came down to it, we could have 300 people, but. So now
that
that's
does not make sense, but okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't make sense to me either. I mean, it's kind of too late to switch my whole venue out now, and
I mean, it may be just a little bit.
but and I like sometimes, and I would tell Eric, like, do you think like we would be good to get like after I ended up telling my sister everything,
Sure.
like, I don't know if this would work out. I asked Eric, like, should we move our date? Like, I know we planned this a year in advance, but like, should we just move our day? And he was like, no, we have to. This is our date, because we always go out and do something on April 20th. We do.
Gotcha.
Like, we're just those people, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
no, that's all good. That's all
and
good,
it landed
though.
on a Saturday, so we kept it, and we're just, I mean, like I said, hoping for the absolute best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. Mm-hmm. It's all okay if you say it's so hard to say no to things.
Yeah, most definitely.
But you have to.
Yeah,
you have to, otherwise, literally, the whole world's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's a whole nother topic.
No, but you might have gave me a great idea. So
I
wanted to say thank you, because I got a lot. I got a lot out of this.
Yes. Well, and that's what I was gonna say. Like I under the age of 10, we're not gonna do it, because if I don't have kids, I understand that you have kids, but I'm giving you so much in advance. Even if it's 2 months, you can totally find something.
Right. 100%.
To have the
anything,
kid.
Like. Yeah. One way or another, there's a way.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so when you first started planning your wedding, and up until basically now, was your idea in the beginning totally different from what it is going to be now?
A little bit.
Sure.
So originally, I was kind of planning for more of a foresty, like, kind of theme for the wedding.
Okay.
But the only thing was, Eric and I's favorite color is red.
Gotcha.
So I knew we needed to have the color red, and red, it means like romance and love or whatever. So I kind of wanted the idea, but the only colors I could think of, like foresty and red, were like red and green and like white. And then I was like, dude, those are Christmas colors. Like, I can't do that.
Oh,
and so we had to literally just do a whole flip. And then even though the venue is like a little, like, I guess, like farmhousey or whatever, we're going with the red, gold, and black, but which is completely different than what we were thinking we were originally going to start with.
Right.
Right. So that was really about it for changing things too much. But yeah, that color change really does a lot, just making everything different.
Yeah. And those are good. Those are cute colors too.
Yeah, no, I had to keep the red. We had to.
Oh, for sure.
Every way. And black's easy for people to dress in, and red's easy, and then gold is just because I'm a little bit of extra, so I just need to put that in there some way.
Oh, that's great. So a different topic from that. So you have a wedding party, right? I can't remember.
Yes, I do. It's pretty big.
Okay, that's right.
We have 10 girls and 10 guys, so it's one of a bigger. Well, every time I tell people this, their eyes get like huge.
Oh my god!
And like I was like, yeah, I know it is. It was crazy, but I have a lot of sisters. Well, I have 3 sisters, and then I have another 3 sister-in-laws. Okay. But Eric has a few brothers and cousins, like, he absolutely needed there. And then he accidentally invited somebody that wasn't supposed to be in there. So, like, we had to add another person from there. So it was originally supposed to be 9.
Gotcha.
But
interesting.
Yeah, but they're still close friends. And
good.
I know they're very close, and I think that's why he accidentally did it, because like he's just he was a close friend from years on years. Like, he's one of those guys that had friends from kindergarten, and like they're all still close, play Xbox on the weekends
That's
all the time.
great.
And I'm
okay.
like, that's cool. You have a lot of friends, but I'm not even from Omaha, so like,
right.
I don't have a lot of friends out here. So it was hard finding my last couple of girls, but
yeah.
I ended up just picking them from my hometown in Lincoln, and
Oh,
they
nice.
were like, yeah, I'm in it. Let's go.
Yes.
And I was like,
yeah,
thanks, ladies, for showing up for me.
So with that being said, was there kind of like any like I don't want to say setbacks, but kind of like what am I trying to say? Hard decisions on choosing who?
Yeah, for a little bit for me.
Mhm.
After I ran out of my sisters and I had my 6, I had one friend that I knew absolutely she would be in it, so that was my 7. But like,
Sure.
picking down to my last 3 girls, like I have a good friend group that like I'm close with a lot of these girls. Well, the ones I ended up picking, you know, we've been close for a long time, but like we don't really talk as much as we should
Right.
or whatever now that we're adults.
Right.
But otherwise, I had made new friends in Omaha that I know that I was close with, but I'm like, dude, like, we haven't been friends that long. Like, I don't know if I should really do it. So, like, I was in a dilemma there for a little bit, but I just ended up going back to my old friends. And I think I made a good choice doing that because,
good.
You know, I wanted to pick friends that I know that, like, if they needed people, or not needed people, but, like, if they were in my wedding, I'm sure that I would be in theirs.
Sure.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, who knows?
No, I mean, you don't I mean, it can go either way. You can meet someone like 6 months ago and you can
It'd be different, right?
It'd be different and you have like the best connection with them.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, let's do it or something like that.
Yep.
But I was told all it comes down to is just whoever's in your party should be what's the word? I am having such a blank today. Should support your marriage.
Yeah.
And no matter what, I shouldn't say no matter what, but I mean, as long as they're on your side and just help you in your marriage, that's all that matters.
Yep, and that's a good way to put it too. And I guess like even thinking about it, I would have to think about like, have these girls been supportive of me and Eric? Like, I obviously wouldn't want a friend that wasn't, you know, if anything happened or hard times happened, they would be like, you know, it's leading me down wrong ways. But no, seriously, those girls, they're all great. Can't wait for you to meet the crew.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I really like to kind of get, what's the word, pumped up. And just like, especially in the reception time, because if no one one time, I really hope they are dancey people because
they are.
Good, because otherwise I would definitely literally drag them out into the dance floor. If you guys like to dance or if we need something for photos, I'm definitely gonna drag people.
To pump people up. Hey, I feel it. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
No, we are dancing people. My whole family, we're Hispanic, so like literally my oldest sister at the wedding venue, she's like, so how's this dance floor gonna work? That's the first question she asked them. I was like, you know what? I'm not a dancer myself, so like I was like, damn, that was the last thing on my list. But they got it. Yeah, it's gonna be. It'll be a pretty fun. Hopefully, it doesn't get too crazy. But you have a lot to record if it does.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, for sure. So, I have we've went through a lot. Sorry.
You're good.
No, we literally went through like all of it, and I have like 30 questions.
Well, I'm glad I could cover it out. I talk, so like I literally have no issue.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess one thing that we haven't talked on yet. So, it's stressful. It's a stressful time.
Yeah.
But your well-being, like, how did you go about kind of like just getting yourself relaxed, or just kind of like, you know what, it's okay, we can do this later kind of thing?
Honestly, I think it kind of just took me as a person. Like like I said, I really am a go with the flow type of person. Like,
okay.
I'm not too, like, maybe I kind of am like nitpicky and like things like that when I figure things out. I don't know how to explain it, but at the same time, I tell myself, like, you know, it's gonna be okay. And like, I mean, sometimes it did get too overwhelming when I'd just be like crying and telling Eric, like, how are we gonna really get married? Like at this time in April, the time's coming up so close. And I guess it really just came to him to just saying, like, you know, we'll do it. We'll figure out one way or another. If if you want to get married on that day, he said we'll make it happen, like regardless of what happens with it. But just handling stress and stuff, it just really came down to it too. Just being said that no matter what happens with the wedding, you're still getting married.
Right.
And I think as long as I look at it that way, things will be great regardless. So
yeah. That's awesome. That's good that Eric's there for you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's definitely there for you, but I'm sure you're there for each other.
Oh,
and
for sure.
I don't. At least my Eric, it seems like he's not stressed out about anything. But I'm like, oh my God, what do I need to do right now?
Right.
But he's like, honestly, you're good. You're fine. He, in the nicest way possible, he's like, just shut up. You're fine.
You're good. It's fine. No, seriously. And like, and that's how he, like, honestly, that's how Eric was when my sister was supposed to be planning things.
Right.
And like, anytime I didn't have, because we already knew we kind of found out our date literally shortly after we got engaged.
Okay.
So like, I was like, okay, well, we got to get boom, 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 here for that. And anytime I felt like I wasn't doing anything, I'm like, we should be wedding planning. And but then he was like, your sister got this. She got this. Don't worry about it, babe. You're freaking yourself out. Yeah. But then when time came and like I was like telling him like, dude, I'm like actually freaking out. He stepped up for me. Yeah. And he said, we'll figure it out. So that's just it's good. It's, pick your partner wisely at the end of the day, because like the situation happens like that, you have to. It shows a lot.
It shows a lot if, like, you're there for each other and, like, if you can calm your partner down. That's a big thing.
Yeah, that's nice.
My Eric's literally, like, now, like, we've been together for so long, but nowadays he's just, like, you're being so irrational.
Okay.
Just be quiet. Like, okay, I guess.
It's okay. No, because if it's on anything else, like, besides the wedding thing, I feel you.
Yeah. My God. I'm an emotional person, so I, like, definitely overreact.
Oh, my goodness.
A lot.
Same.
Really?
Same. I really am, girl. I'm a crier, which is my biggest downfall. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm going through, I will cry. And
Yes.
And I know Eric be sick of it, but it's okay, because he's not really. He doesn't cry. I don't know.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay. I've seen him cry, and he's cried before, but like. It takes a lot for him to like ever tear up. So like that's what I'm saying. Like if he does cry at the wedding, I'm like
that's a moment.
Like, OMG, but get that on camera.
Well, no, Eric will be up in his face, and I will be right there.
Oh my goodness.
So we are definitely If we have to, we'll just shed a tear for on the video.
I would love it, seriously.
I might just have to do that, just for the hell of it.
Okay, I'm
just
with
for
it.
fun.
I'd be like, dude, do you remember this?
He was like, that would be so trippy. Like, did I really cry? Did I not?
He's gonna be like, oh man, how'd you get this?
I thought I didn't cry.
That's when the pastor was telling a joke.
Right? Awesome. So, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Like I said, it's going to be super awkward. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for being on here. And until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye.
And that's it.